What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. So guys, there's a story going around about this guy, Ali Abulaban, who lived in San Diego. Now, this was a particular guy who was a TikToker. I forgot the guy's name on TikTok, but he had close to 1 million followers. But, him and his wife were having some problems. And obviously, as we're going to find out, he's very crazy. Okay. So he had been beating on his wife, things like that. She asked him to move out. And he was living in the hotel. They have a 5-year-old daughter together. And he thought the wife was cheating on him, which is they're getting ready to split up anyway. Okay. So some guy, hold on. So what he did was he put a listening device on his daughter's iPad that was left in the bedroom. He snuck into the house. Okay. Then he trashed the apartment before sneaking back out. This guy is crazy. Okay. So he hears some voices in the house that he feels is a man. Right now, what I want to do is they interviewed this guy. Okay. In prison. I want you to see how crazy this dude is, and then we're gonna come back.
Yeah, I was listening on the house with the iPad through my phone.
So when you heard Rayburn's voice, you went to...
I didn't recognize him. I didn't know who it was.
But what were you thinking?
I was freaking out. Oh my God, I caught her. Oh my God. There's a man. And then guess what? I hear nightmare. R&B music.
As you're driving to the apartment.
I'm screaming. I'm like, don't do it.
What happens when you get to the apartment?
I go up and I see them.
What did you think? What did you think?
They were nothing. I didn't see that. I don't know. It was a blur. And I felt like I was on the passenger seat of my own body. But when I opened the door and saw who it was, broke my heart. And to see her kissing Ray on my couch, with his feet on my table, with my I'm running my apartment, my life, in the house that my daughter sleeps in, on the furniture that I put together. What do you expect a man to feel?
So then here's the actual conviction.
Breaking news, the former TikTok personality who killed 2 people, including his wife, has just been found guilty of first-degree murder.
CBS 8's Kelly Hassett was in the courtroom. She joins us live with the defendant's reaction to that verdict. Kelly.
Yeah, and I can tell you guys, it was an emotional day in court today. This verdict means that Ali Abulaban will spend the rest of his life behind bars without the possibility of parole. Now, as that verdict was read, you could hear the victim's family and friends as they started cheering. Abulaban looked stunned, and I think as the news started to sink in, he started to cry.
We, the jury in the above entitled cause, find the defendant, Ali Nasser Abulaban, guilty of the crime of murder in the first degree. Silence. Of Rayburn Cardenas Baran. We, the jury in the above entitled cause, find the defendant, Ali Nasser Abulaban, guilty of the crime of murder in the first degree. Anna Abulaban, in violation of Penal Code Section 187, Parent A, as charged in Count 1 of the information.
And you saw there at one point Abulaban turned to look at the courtroom gallery as if he was annoyed, like he couldn't believe there were people cheering. The jury, made up of 7 women and 5 men, spent about a day and a half deliberating before finding Abulaban guilty of 2 counts of first-degree murder. Now, they also found him guilty of a special circumstance of committing multiple murders, which means he will not be eligible for parole. Now, as the courtroom proceedings went on, you started to see Abulaban tear up. At one point, he was wiping his eyes. His defense attorney handed him a tissue. As he's crying, his face was red. Now, he continued crying as the judge excused the jurors. You could see his attorney talking to him, trying to console him. Now, outside the courtroom, Anna's friends and Ray Barron's family told us the verdict unleashed a wave of emotions.
Obviously, nothing's gonna bring our brother or Anna back, but at least he's never gonna be able to do this to another person again.
I mean, it was such a relief. We didn't have any doubt that we were gonna get anything other than guilty, but it's just the relief. We've been waiting almost 3 years for this.
Is this justice for Anna?
This is justice for Anna and Ray.
And I would say that whole first 2 rows of the courtroom gallery was all friends and family members of the victims. They were hugging, they were crying, and they did something I have never seen before, which is they said thank you to each and every one of the jurors as they left the courtroom. Now, the celebration continued outside in the hallway. They continued to hug, they continued to cheer, and they were even taking turns hugging the prosecutor. Now, my colleague Steve Price had a chance to talk to one of the jurors. He's going to have much more on that coming up tonight at 5 and 6 o'clock tonight. As for sentencing, that is set for June 28th. Shannon and Carlo.
You know, Kelly, oftentimes during this trial, we would hear about Anna and Ali's little girl, Amira. Do we know what happened to her?
Yeah, that question was asked today, and according to Anna's friends, she is staying with Ali Abulaban's mother, which, as you remember, she testified during this trial as a witness for the defense. So according to the friends, that has caused some tension within the family and also within Anna's friends. But at the end of the day, you think about this is a little girl whose mother was murdered, and her father now is going to spend the rest of his life behind bars.
Now, let me just say this, okay? This guy was stalking this lady after they had separated. Now you're crying. Now you don't want to go to jail. Now you're sad because of what you did. Nah, bro, don't be sad now. Don't be repentant now. Get ready to get those cheeks clapped, okay? Get ready to get those cheeks clapped, because that's exactly, they're gonna love to see you. Guy like you coming in there, oh, you got that long hair too, like you got? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, be a prison wife, bro. You're gonna be in there with the real killers, all right? The dudes in there that fight, the dudes in there that's the real, yeah, you're there for life. Get ready to get them clapped up. Let me just tell you something, man. Some of you guys out there who can believe, now I don't even believe he was even born in America, okay? I don't know. But I'm gonna tell you men this, right? It hurts to know that your girlfriend or your wife don't want to deal with you like that no more, from whatever mistakes you have and all of that. If you think going back and stalking her is going to make her come back to you or controlling her, you can't control these people, man. You can't control no woman. She don't want to be with you no more for whatever reason. That is her right. Just like you have the right to not want to deal with her. You don't owe them anything. They don't owe you nothing. She don't want to deal with you no more. Things have happened bad in the relationship. Let her go on about her life, okay? But you got some guys out there, and even some women that feel like, you know, this other person is your own personal property. It is not. They are not. And you're gonna end up in jail like this stupid ass dude. You're gonna end up in jail messed up. You're gonna end up in jail dusty. You're gonna end up in jail hurt. Okay? Leave people alone. And then nobody want to hear you crying when you killed 2 people. Like, not only did you admit to beating your wife, you then shot her in the head. Now you want to cry like somebody gonna take, no, you're gonna live with those demons for the rest of your life, man. So I'm telling guys right now, okay, leave those relationships. It don't work out. Don't you put your hands on nobody. Let them go, and then you go and do something else. If you really feel like how you want to hurt somebody for them mistreating you or not doing what you want them to do, the best way to do it is to be successful. Success kills everything, all right? Want to make somebody miss you? Want to make somebody remorseful that they didn't deal with you? Win in life. It hurts. God knows some of the chicks I used to deal with. I had one. She now works at Walmart. Do you not think that when I see her in Sacramento, that I'm a little bit of me is happy to see her dusting it up? I am so excited to see her. When I do see her, I'm not gonna lie. Wanna know why? Cause she's broke now. And she was getting her cheeks clapped all on me. I ain't been there in 2 years, but when I see her, I don't say nothing to her bad. Hey, how you doing? I just walk on by, going until where, living my nice life, not dusting it all the way up like her ass is right now. I keep it pushing. Give my life away for nobody like that. For somebody who, like I said, you better than that. Maybe he ain't. Then the lady wasn't even doing nothing with the guy, which even makes it worse. Crazy ass. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy Shredder Jackson back at it again with an episode of Celebrity Junk. Put your fire, you discard the bell. We're out.